What's up guys, this is the Jeff, you know the story. So in today's video I just want to share the update on VIX75. As you can see, this is a 4 hours update. So in this video what I'm going to talk about are the strategies of how you establish the entry points, how you establish the trend lines, how you understand what a trend line for you to understand what a trend line is and what is not a trend line, you know. So like I'll just take it quick. As you can see, VIX75, I've already drawn my trends, so I'll just take them out just to simplify the things. So I'm taking my trends out just to simplify the things with you guys, so you can actually understand what this whole video is all about. So this video is about knowing how to draw trend lines, knowing how to establish your entry points. So I'll be using 4 hours update to kind of explain how all these things work. So before you start drawing your trend lines, one thing you have to understand is that there's always a trend in a trend. If you get to understand this concept, then you fully understand how easy trends can be if you just put your mind to it and you just put in 100% of consistency and hard work. So I'll just start by explaining on how you are able to identify the trend lines and how they can become so profitable with you and in time, of course. Yeah, so I'll start by explaining like this one right here. As you can see, we had a bullish trend line right here. Let me just make the line a little bit bigger so you guys can actually see what we actually talking about. So we had a bullish trend line here. As you can see, we had a pullback, a bearish pullback right here. So we had another bullish trend line again. So it's just like that, you know, a trend in a trend. As you can see, we had a very nice bullish pullback right here again. Then followed by that, we had a consolidation channel. So as you can see, a consolidation channel is actually a channel where you can get to see market not moving in any direction but only corresponding to support and resistance. So this was our resistance, this was our support just right on the bottom. So these are the types. This is also again a pattern that you have to understand, you know. As you can see, we've got our head here, we've got our shoulders here. So we've got our shoulder right here, we've got our head, we've got another shoulder right here. So this is actually a reversal pattern that you have to understand. Since market was bearish, we expect this type of patterns that will help us understand if market is actually making a reversal. So this is called a reversal pattern. This is something that will make you understand when you're just a newbie in trading, or you're an expert, or you're just a swing trader, or you're just a level up trader. So this is something that will make you understand what really happens in the market. So make sure you respect the channels, you respect the trend lines, because these are the things that will make you profitable. These are the things that are easy to trade. So if you look at this again, we had a very nice bullish channel right here just after the consolidation, just after the head and shoulder pattern. So we had a very nice bearish pullback right here, and we had a very nice bullish move. So this is just how it is. This all right here becomes our consolidation channel. So like I was saying, if a consolidation channel, let me just change this to support. A consolidation channel, this is where market goes to support and goes back to resistance for quite some time. So as you can see, I'll just put this as our support and I'll put this as our resistance, which it is. So this is what happens. Market takes it takes quite some time for market to break out in these zones. So this is where you get to draw your rectangles, you know. Just make sure you identify how market is trending. So market here was trending in a consolidation channel. That's just how it is. If you understand this type of concept and this type of talk in trading, then you actually become better than you are right now. You have to do this, you have to put in work, you have to you should be consistency, you should put in hard work. So this is just how it is. If you want to be good with anything, you actually put in time. So these are the basics of how you can draw trend line. If you can see all the way to if I can go back to the history of the market, it's all the same. We're having the same patterns. So we've got a consolidation channel right here. We had a very nice bearish move here, and followed by a bullish pullback, a bullish pullback here, then we've got another bearish channel here, which is a nice bearish move. So this is just how market moves. Market moves in trends. So once you understand this concept, you actually be a good trader than you are right now, and you don't have to rush anything. The first thing that you can start, if you want to learn how to draw trend lines, the first thing you can start by doing is what I'm doing right now. Don't try to draw trend lines without having the detailed idea. What you can do, sometimes if you want to get to understand how trend lines work, you can draw this in the same concept that I'm doing, in the same way that I'm doing it, making it simple and easy. So if you draw in this type of way that I'm doing it, you actually understand trends better. You actually get to understand if this is a consolidation channel, this is a pullback, you really get to understand this type of things. So as you can see, we had a very nice consolidation at this zone, and it was so profitable. I remember we made a lot of pips in these zones. This is where we actually made a lot of pips, and then it was really nice to be part of this move, you know. And we had this move right here. So these are the things that you have to understand when you're drawing trend lines or chart patterns and everything. So you really have to understand how to draw trend line first. So if you understand how to draw trend line first, this is what's gonna happen to you. You become profitable, you become patient. So this is what happens when you understand how to trade with trend lines and chart patterns and support and resistance. It will help you be patient, you know, work on your execution on the market. So this thing is one of the things that will actually help you from a newbie to a professional trader. So let's take a look at the major trend that we have. So after you now know and you get to understand how trends work, this is where we come to the mother trend, just to see what's really happening to the mother trend. As you can see right here, if you can look at the mother trend, how do you know if the trend is actually correct? You see, if you want to know if the trend is actually correct, look at how market, what's the reaction of the market once it touches the trend line. So as you can see right here, we had a very nice confirmation of this being our trend line. So as you can see, we had a very nice confirmation of this being our trend line, not forgetting we had our support right here. So this was a very nice trade if you are like looking in for buy or looking in for sell, but it all depends with how patient you are and how motivated you are in doing your trades. So just right after the break, our trend run was broken, and then we had a more confirmation for sell, as you can see, and our support was actually broken, giving us all this area as a sell zone. So this is where you actually execute most of your sales, and as market goes on, giving you more opportunities, you keep executing trades again. So if you execute your trades for a sell, this is 4 hours, so we're talking about lots of pips. So if you execute your sales at this point, you will execute your other sales at this point, then you execute your other sales at this point. Now in my own understanding, if I can come all the way to this far, I would actually take my take profit right here, because as you can see, we are having a consolidation channel here and it's a tough support. So this is what actually happens. It's either you wait for market to give you a proper direction or you do it your own way. So this is just how it is. Everything that you do with trading is actually simple, and it's actually it works with your own understanding. So long as you get to understand how support and resistance works, how trend line works, then your level of trading will actually change, you know, from a newbie to at least a pro. Let me just say a professional trader, because once you start putting in this and understanding this, your level of patience will increase. Your level of understanding the market will be it's like you'll be at good risk, you know. Let me just say that, you know, this is something that will actually help you understand how, and you look at trade, you get to look at trade in a different way. So these are the things that you have to understand if you're new to trading. You just have to understand how to draw trend lines. So some people can go on and on and on understanding how to draw trend lines, and some people can just go on and just figuring out the zones, the small support and resistance zones. So this is how you actually get to understand the support and resistance, so you actually get to understand that this is a small support and resistance. So we had a very nice head and shoulder confirmation for a buy. So this is just how you do it. You just sit down there and then just look at the market, go back to the history, and just see what was the reaction to the previous price. So this is what we're looking at right now. We're just looking at the what market really, or what was the market behavior in the previous, on the previous prices. So as you can see, you can keep going on and on and on and on and on. Market does the same. So it's trend. So this is actually a trend. As you can see, we've got a major trend right here at the top. We had a very nice break, which was a good confirmation for a buy. Not forgetting, we had our support just right here, and we had our resistance just right on the top. We had our resistance just right here. So now this is a double confirmation for us trading this. So you actually get to put your stop loss, your take profit just right above previous high. So this is actually how you get to do it. You just put your take profit just right above previous high. So before you actually get to do that, make sure you put your trends you put your trends. Make sure you understand what's really happening to the market. This will actually help you be in profit much longer and understand where to protect and where not to protect the market. So basically this is just it. Trading is about just understanding and going back to market history and just learn on learn what market did at that point in time. Learn what was the reaction at that point in time, because as you can see, all I can see is me drawing myself up and down lines, and they're giving me a good confirmation that the market is now bearish, the market is now bullish. So this is something that will make you understand. So one thing that you have to learn now is how you can come up with good entry. So good entries and good confirmation of entry points. This only happens when you understand the strategy of trading with trend lines and support and resistance. So once you put this all together, they will help you have a good confirmation if the market is selling or if the market is buying. So as you can see right here, we've got a good consolidation. Just like what happened here, we had a very good consolidation. Market broke the trend line, and then market just broke our support, giving us a very good confirmation for a sell. So this is what actually happens, guys. Everything that you see here is just about understanding and knowing how to execute trades. So patience is the key, and hard work. You have to put in work in everything that you do. So this video is just a video that is actually teaching you and guiding you on how you can draw trend lines on your own. Make sure you like identify support and resistance on your own. Basically, this video is just to help you understand how to trade. So this analysis doesn't actually apply on VIX75 only. So this analysis can apply to currency pairs, Nasdaq, US30. It's just basically it's a key of understanding how market works. So market works with trend lines, support and resistance. So make sure whenever you're doing your analysis, you put all these things in your setup. So once you get your setup, now this is where you record your setup. Make sure you save your setup. So once your setup is saved, you can actually now get to start executing your market, following your setup step by step. If you want to learn how to save the charts, you can go to my previous videos. You'll find where I'll put the link in bio, so you can understand how to save the charts whenever you've analyzed, so they cannot be deleted every time your computer goes off and on. So this is basically, guys, this is it. Just wanted to show you some love and just give you some good content on how you can how you're able to identify the market directions, how you're able to identify support and resistance, guys. So make sure you subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click the bell notification icon so you don't miss a thing. Don't forget, we'll be posting a new video, a latest video in 1 hour time frame that will actually give you guys a very detailed explanation on how you can execute your trades. Stay well, enjoy, peace out.